Godspeed as a play really came together once I had read in an old newspaper archive from the 1850s where a slave master had posted saying, I'm no longer going to pay the debts that were subscribed to me by my slave Flora. And right after I read that, I was like, oh, I have my character. The spark of it begins with a question, and my question was, what was it like immediately after slavery was abolished? What was it like for Black folks to navigate this society where you had a kind of worth as a slave, and then suddenly within that system you were deemed worthless? And what were the dangers? What were the new kinds of challenges presented to Black folks as they tried to navigate this new world? The main character is a woman named Godspeed, who was an enslaved person who escaped to Mexico 10 years earlier. And now that she's a free person, she's returned to Texas with a gun, with one bullet, and vengeance on her mind. I love Westerns. I grew up watching Westerns. They captured my imagination as a kid. And they're a great vehicle to kind of really explore what we're going through today in a way that doesn't come off as didactic, and you can have an adventure and some action, cool folks with guns like running around. Godspeed is definitely a very challenging, character with a lot of flaws and a lot of pain and a lot of humor. And to me, that's the most fun kind of thing to write. It's about creating characters that are authentic, that feel like real people, that are difficult and have flaws. And I bring, as much sort of myself as people I know into those characters and set them on their journey. It's, that's the great vehicle to sort of step into different times or different eras or different worlds. I think as writers of color, we're often sort of pushed into a box or felt like we need to write something that's going to make the audience comfortable. And the best advice I had was write something that you think is going to make folks uncomfortable if it's something that you love, no matter what sort of the industry says or what you think may be the best way to go, to get your career started. I come from a background of organizing and community activism, working with unions, working with folks who are incarcerated, and to me that's sort of what makes narrative so interesting, and that you can come along on a story with someone that you may not ever want to talk to in real life, but hopefully by coming along that journey, it opens up something for you to make you think, oh, I have no experience with this type of person, or I didn't know about the background of this person, but I have a better understanding now in some ways, and maybe I'll be a little more open after I leave the theater. I never had any formal theater training, and so for me, these opportunities with development programs like the New Play Summit have been really crucial to dig in and really work on my craft as a playwright. We get so few opportunities, it feels sometimes, to come together and to bounce off their talent, to help bring this play that's been knocking around inside my head out into the real world. The Denver crowd is really enthusiastic about new plays. It's a different kind of vibe that you get even when you're watching somebody on screen, on a flat screen. And there's nothing like it that you can replicate. Denver Center for Performing Arts is sort of a beacon for all the playwrights and theater folks I know. So I was really excited and honored to be able to participate this year.